Oh, you're too kind. You're too kind. Okay, welcome to recap week 2. Boy, what a week 2 was, filled with injuries. Drew Brees, Ben Roethlisberger going down for the count. But the biggest one last night, Trevor Siemian. Man, I don't know how the Jets are going to survive. All right, so let's get right to it. Week 2 recap. We're going to start off with Sherman's March. Yours truly versus, according to my sources, Sherman's March, 78.4. Lost to 100.9 according to my sources. Njoku last night. It was a slim bit of hope, but it was still a hope. But of course he gets knocked out, concussion protocol. So I go down. Listen, nothing really to speak of here from my team. Deshaun Watson didn't have what he had in week 1. 12.9. Joe Mixon, big disappointment. David Johnson's doing what David Johnson does. Going into the week, Godwin. I had the high scorer wide receiver. Didn't hold up though. According to my sources though, Cam Newton didn't do too much on Thursday night, 11.3. James Conner, without Ben, 12 points. Actually, I think he might be a little banged up. But Eckler, 20.3. Brandon Cooks, 15. Kelsey, beast of a tight end, 20.2. All in all, 100 plus points. Takes down Sherman's March. So Sherman's March goes to 1-1. According to my sources, goes to 1-1 as well. I'll face PB&J in week 3, and according to my sources, we'll head to the Bird's Nest. All right, moving on to Pottstown Rat Bastards versus the Bird's Nest. Pottstown Rat Bastards, 128 points versus the Bird's Nest, 74.8. Pottstown takes the victory over Coach Brad. Let's see here. Pottstown had Stafford, 15.1. Nick Chubb last night, 17.1. Double digits out of Cooks. Galladay, 21.7. Tyler Boyd, 17.2. All in all, 128 points. Good for a victory. The Bird's Nest, 0-2. Ben Roethlisberger, 3 points, and he's out for the year. Le'Veon Bell last night got 15.9. Juju, 10.9. I don't know what he's going to be like without Ben Roethlisberger. 13.1 out of Tyrell Williams. All in all, though, 74.8 points. Hell, I think he could have been playing mean, and he would have got a victory, but not against Pottstown Rat Bastards. So, 2-0, Pottstown Rat Bastards heads to Hollywood Headliners in week 3. The Bird's Nest, 0-2. Tough start there. Heads to according to my sources. All right, Jess Blessum versus the Hollywood Headliners. Jess Blessum with a hurt Drew Brees got 99.5 points over the 79.1 Hollywood Headliners. Jess Blessum takes the victory here with minus a half a point out of Drew Brees before he goes out. But he had Barkley at 21 points. He had Ridley at 20.5 points. Fournette double digits. Cole Beasley, which was a pickup, 10.3 double digits. Zach Ertz, not sure that he might have drafted too high there, but 11.7 points. Derrick Henry, 16 points. 99.5. Hollywood Headliners, 0-2 though. Russell Wilson, stud performance though, 24 points. Ingram though, underperforming. McCoy, 3.8. DeAndre Hopkins, biggest disappointment here, 6.5. Single digits across the board here. Antonio Brown was the only guy that got him really any double digits besides Wilson. So Hollywood Headliners, 0-2. They're going to head to Pottstown Rat Bastards, who's 2-0. That could be a tough matchup there. Jess Blessum is going to face the Red Hot Belichick Hoodies. All right, heading to Just Trying JT versus PB&J. Just Trying, who got the high score last week, didn't get the high score this week. They only scored 81 points. PB&J scored 104.3 and the victory. So PB&J, let's see, Lamar Jackson, 30.9 points. That guy is the real deal. Zeke Elliott, 19 points. Single digits out of Friedman, single digits out of Evans, single digits out of Robinson. Mark Andrews, this guy, where did he come from? 21.2 points. Let's see here. Just Trying JT, Carson Wentz, 17.5 points. Gurley, 14.2. Vernon Davis, single digits, 0 out of Jeffrey, who is hurt. That receiving core of the Eagles, they're going to be struggling there. Now, Michael Thomas, 13.9. All in all, though, just not going to do it with 81 points. So, Just Trying JT goes to 1-1. They will face Subcheck Security in week 3. PB&J, 2-0. Got a few 2-0 teams here. They're going to face me next week. Man, that's going to be a tough matchup. Hopefully it will be. All right, so we're going to go to Coltrane versus Belichick's Hoodies. Coltrane, 98 points, but Belichick's Hoodies with the high score at 145.4. Belichick's Hoodies looks like the real deal. Let's see here. They had Dak Prescott, 27 points. Chris Carson, single digits. Jacobs, single digits. Julio Jones, though, 25.1. We have a tie here. We haven't gotten to it yet, but last night, Odell, how does that happen? 25.1. So there's going to be a tie with that wide receiver high score. Fuller, though, didn't do too much. Evans, single digits. Breida, 13.7 points. All in all, 145 points. Coltrane, let's see. Baker Mayfield, 15 points. Kamara didn't do what Kamara should be doing. 6.5. He was projected. I think 20 points. Singletary, 11.7. Keenan Allen, 13.8. Cooper Kupp, his high score, 15.1. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me go back to Belichick's Hoodies because that Patriots D, oh boy, 35 points. That was really what got them that high score. Anyway, okay, Coltrane, 1-1. They will head to G5 Big Dick Players in week 3. Belichick's Hoodies will face Jess Blessum. Okay, moving on to G5, Big Dick Players versus Subcheck Security. G5 last week, 48 points, I think. Made up for it with this 131.4 victory over 99 Subcheck Security. Let's see here, G5, Big Dick Players. Matt Ryan, 19.1. Aaron Jones, 23 points. Double digits out of White, double digits out of DeAndre Hopkins. And again, the tie with Odell last night. I mean, we're talking like a yard would have made the difference here with that tie. But 25.1 out of Odell last night. So they're going to split the $50. That's $25 each. But of course, Belichick's Hoodie's got the overall high, so they're going to get that 50. Let's see here. Subcheck Securities. Patrick Mahomes, I mean, he could carry you 31.6 points, but when you got McCaffrey doing 6 points, you've got Mike Williams single digits, you got Kittle single digits. Just not going to do it. 0 points out of Jimmy Graham. I was your flex player. Not going to work with zero points. Let's see. So 99 points and a loss. Subcheck Securities is going to face Just Try and JT in week 3. G5 is going to head to Coltrane in week 3. Okay, so that is the wrap up there for week 2. Week 3 ought to be interesting with all these injuries. Waiver wire is going to be critical. Okay, so we're going to head right to the Jersey Mike's wheel. Don't forget, get your Jersey Mike's sub. Jersey Mike's, the official sponsor of the Lounge Lizard League. Let's go here. Last week we had wide receivers. Again, just to go back over the wheel, we doubled up on wide receivers, quarterbacks, and running backs, so they're going to hit a little more often. We're going to go ahead and spin that wheel right now, see where it lands for week 3. And it is quarterbacks. Quarterbacks, yes, just barely quarterbacks. All right, so we got something new. We got quarterbacks as the high score for week 3 as our position player. All right, I'm going to get this uploaded to YouTube now. Hopefully get it out to you here in a few hours. Hopefully you're enjoying the league. Hopefully you're enjoying the recaps. I'll see you next Tuesday or Wednesday. Hopefully I can get a victory next week. Hopefully you can get a victory next week. We will see you then. Thanks again.